Hey everyone! Welcome back to Break or Broke. Today we're delving into a crucial issue that affects every single one of us: consent in sexual relationships. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our daily episode. Now let's talk about why consent is essential in any intimate relationship. Number 1. What is consent? Let's talk about consent. It is crucial in any sexual interaction. Consent means that both people involved are fully on board and excited about what's happening. It is more than just the absence of a no. It is a resounding yes from both parties. For consent to be valid, it needs to be unmistakable and sensible and remain present throughout the entire encounter. So before anything else, let's make sure everyone involved is on the same page and enthusiastically giving their consent. Number 2. Why is consent important? Consent is crucial because it's all about respect and autonomy. Everyone has the right to decide what happens to their own body. When there is no consent, any sexual activity isn't just morally questionable, but legally recognized as sexual assault or rape. It's about making sure both partners feel comfortable and safe, both physically and emotionally. Number 3. Common misconceptions about consent. Let's clear up some misunderstandings about consent. It is crucial to understand that consent isn't something we can assume or imply. It needs to be clearly expressed. That means verbally saying yes or showing enthusiastic agreement. Plus, consent isn't a one-off deal. It is required every time, for every action. Even if someone agreed before, it doesn't mean they've consented to future encounters. Consent is all about ongoing communication and mutual respect. So it's always okay to check in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Number 4. How to ensure consent. In sexual relationships, ensuring consent is vital, and the cornerstone of this is communication. Open and honest dialogue with your partner about boundaries, desires, and limits is crucial. It is important to actively listen to what your partner is saying and to always respect their boundaries. Nonverbal cues also play a significant role. If your partner appears hesitant or uncomfortable, it is essential to stop and check in with them. Remember, consent must always be given freely and willingly, without any form of coercion or manipulation. It is about mutual respect and understanding each other's boundaries to create a safe and enjoyable experience for both partners. Number 5. Consent in different contexts. Consent is more than just agreeing or disagreeing to have sex. It covers all sorts of sexual interactions, such as kissing, touching, and even sending explicit messages or photos. Showing respect for your partner's limits is crucial in all parts of your relationship, whether it's face-to-face or online. Making sure everyone involved is comfortable and willing is key to healthy interactions. Number 6. Consent and alcohol or drugs. When alcohol or drugs in the mix, consent becomes a critical issue. That's because being under the influence can cloud judgment and make it tough for someone to fully consent to sexual activity. If you or your partner is intoxicated, it is safest to wait until you are both sober before getting intimate. This ensures that everyone involved can fully understand and agree with what's happening. Number 7. The role of consent education. To foster a culture where consent is respected, education plays a crucial role. This means implementing thorough sex education programs that start early and cover topics like consent, boundaries, and what makes a relationship healthy. When young people are equipped with this understanding, they can navigate sexual situations with responsibility and respect. This not only helps prevent instances of sexual violence, but also fosters better relationships overall. By providing the necessary knowledge and skills, we empower individuals to engage in consensual and respectful interactions throughout their lives. Number 8. Consent and power dynamics. In sexual relationships, power dynamics play a big role in whether consent is truly given. When one person has more power or authority than the other, freely giving consent becomes difficult. This could happen if there's a big age gap between partners if they are in a professional relationship, or if one feels pressured to say yes because they're afraid of what might happen if they don't. It is important to make sure that consent is freely given, without anyone feeling like they must agree because of pressure or fear. Number 9. Consent and technology. In our modern world, technology shapes how we connect with others, even in our relationships. It is important to remember that the rules of consent also apply online. When we send messages or images of a personal or explicit nature without the other person's clear agreement, we are disregarding their rights and boundaries. This behavior is not only disrespectful, but can also lead to severe repercussions. Therefore, it is crucial to always seek explicit consent before sharing any intimate content. If the other person declines or expresses discomfort, it is essential to respect their decisions and refrain from pushing further. By prioritizing consent in our digital interactions, we contribute to creating a safer and more respectful online environment for everyone. Number 10. Supporting survivors and seeking help. Supporting survivors of sexual assault and abuse is incredibly important. If you're someone you know has experienced such trauma, it is crucial to know where to seek help. There are many resources out there, like hotlines, counseling services, and support groups, specifically designed to help and guide survivors. We need to work together to create a culture where survivors feel believed, supported, and empowered to seek both justice and healing. By offering a helping hand and promoting awareness, we can make a significant difference in the lives of those affected by these experiences. With that, we've covered the importance of consent in sexual relationships comprehensively. Remember, consent is not just a legal requirement, it is a fundamental aspect of respect and care in any intimate interaction. By prioritizing consent and fostering open communication in our relationships, we can create safer, healthier, and more fulfilling connections. Thank you for tuning in to Break or Broke. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's continue the conversation on consent together. Take care!